celebrating 50 years of stepping, the second National Steppers Ball Weekend, August 22nd through the 24th. Steppers Ballroom rates, $139 per night. Your weekend pass for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, $95. The weekend pass includes an all-you-can-eat buffet, a 2.5-hour open bar, that's Friday and Saturday only. You can enjoy live entertainment, Phil Davis, Rockwell Hallman, and Maurice Mahan. Now, for information, 202-930-8281 or the website, www.intothelightintl.org. Your host for the weekend, me, Ramonski Love, and in celebration of 50 years of stepping, the Godfather, Sam Chapman, on the box at the main event on Saturday night. The second National Steppers Ball Weekend, August 22nd through the 24th. Call the number 202-930-8281 or www.intothelightintl.org for more information. Brought to you by Sheldon Brown and the Into the Light International, a 501c3.
Musical hosts will include Lady Love, Trey Nicole, Mixmaster Rudy Dottin, Steppin Workshop provided by Calvin Jarrett, aka Taboo, executive bus transportation and accommodations from Chicago provided by Willie Chapman. Call him at 773-829-6369, 773-829-6369. The second National Steppers Ball.
Smooth Jazz Step. Good music for good people. The show plays a collection of contemporary jazz, Hil Soul, and R&B. Smooth Jazz Step. 5 p.m. in the East, 4 p.m. Central, and 2 p.m. Pacific. Sunday. Mixmaster. Rudy Dot. Streaming on smartphones, tablets, computers. Oh So Smooth Radio app. Download free. Oh So Smooth. Radio.com.
Smooth Jazz. Steppin.com.
Welcome to Smooth Jazz Steppin', heard each and every Sunday afternoon, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, right here in Boston, Massachusetts, right here on OhSoSmoothRadio.com. Today we do have a special guest. Her name is Miss Toni Watkins, and we are going to go live and speak to her right now. Miss Toni, good day to you.
Well, hello there, Rudy.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. What's the weather like right there? I know it's burning up here. I got the air conditioner on the studio.
It's getting there too.
How much?
It's very hot.
Yeah.
I haven't been out today though.
Yeah, I was telling folks earlier that Death Valley they're gonna be getting a report out that says that they're gonna reach 130 degrees. That's a place you don't want to be.
No,
30 degrees. And you in Texas, so I know what that's like. So, but you're in Brian Forbes country. My man Brian. Yes. Okay. So, Toni, you have a perfume out, and you were so nice to send me a box. Now it's not for me because it's for females. It's not for me, but because I left it in the wrapper. I got the samples though. You sent me a sample. I said, oh, that smells nice. That smells nice. But this is what it looks like.
That.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Called Step to This, Miss Toni Watkins, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about how did you come up with this anyway?
With the perfume or
the
idea?
The whole concept. What inspired you to start a business about perfume and color? Yeah.
It all started with a screenplay.
Okay.
That was titled Step to This.
Okay. So the book was first, right?
The screenplay was first.
The screenplay. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I wrote a screenplay. After trying to find an agent manager for a while, I said, well, I'm going to convert this into a novel. So the novel came about in around 2009. And then it's kind of like I wanted to do something else. A lot of women are into hair care, that sort of thing. So I thought maybe the perfume. And I kind of dabbled some years ago. And finally I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do this. So that's how we came up with step to this. So the screenplay is step to this, the book is step to this, and the perfume line is step to this.
And the book that you have called Step to This, what is the story? What's the story about? Let's tell us about that a little bit.
Basically, it's a romance novel. I love romance novels. So it's about a couple meeting at a swing out function, because swing out started here kind of first. Steppin kind of merged in a little later. And so they met at a swing out class taught by Jerry Palmer, the king of swing. And after that, you know, they took a few lessons or whatever, and then a couple of guys showed up that were into stepping. So the guy in the book, he already knew how to do both dances. So he kind of knew already. And then after that, there was a contest that came about. And so they decided that they weren't going to join get into the contest.
Yes.
So she had just gotten out of a terrible relationship with another guy who didn't know how. But at some point, he got kind of jealous, so there was a little drama in there, a little fighting, a little stalking, and finally, they end up, the contest happens, they win, and then later on, there's one other function toward the end where they decide that they were going to have another function, like a steppers community type function, where the woman who put on the show decided she wanted to have them come out and put on another showcase for that event. So the ex decides he wants to show up, and he almost got in the end he almost tried to act a little crazy, but I think he decided this is over.
Wow.
So it's kind of like, a little drama, a little romance, but it all evolved around that gift of dance.
Let's see the cover. Let's see the cover of the book. You have it right there with you, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Step to this.
There you go. There you go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So.
How many pages is it?
200 and 300 pages, basically.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And the book is available where currently?
You can get it at Amazon. You can get it at Books A Million, and another place that I can't think of right now. But for sure, those two places, Amazon and Books A Million, for sure.
And the book comes in hardcover and paperback, or just
right, hardcover and paperback.
Yeah, the hardcover is always way to go. I like that. Yeah, I mean, paperback is easy to manage and carry around, but yeah. Okay. And then
but, it's just all about, like I said, romance. You have this passion. Well, the guy had the passion because he learned how to swing out first. He learned how to step later, and later on he taught her both. So when they entered the contest, they started out with swing out, and then for so many minutes, then they flipped into stepping. The crowd got loud, loved it. So
the screenplay is supposed to be turned into a movie. Is that a goal?
That is my goal, and it's been my goal for a while now. So I'm still working on it. Working on a few things. We'll see what happens, but that's it's just harder than I thought. Unsolicited items are not really welcome, but I got some things in process that I hope don't fall through.
Yeah, that's going to work out for you. Product development, I mean, creating a new fragrance, that's the thing I want to know about. How did you come up with a particular fragrance? Because there's a million of them out there.
Well, I went, it's not a flowery smell, but the company that I was using, they sent samples of what I wanted. I gave them an idea. They sent samples. I let friends and relatives kind of smell it to see what they thought, and then voila. We came up with Step to This.
Because I was thinking, I was like, maybe she's a chemist. Maybe she...
No. That's too hard.
Maybe she put this stuff together. No.
Yeah. So that's how it came about. So, like I said, I started years ago, and the people that I was working with back then. That was about 5 or 6 years ago.
And who was your target customers at this particular point?
Women, for sure. Men, they have wives or girlfriends, and we're targeting them too. Christmas comes, Valentine's Day comes, that sort of thing.
Yes.
So, I've had, men thought that they could use it too, which I thought was, I said, okay.
Okay. And your marketing and sales, what are some of the things that you're doing right now to get the product out there?
Right now I have a website, which is steptothisfragrances.com, and you can go online and purchase it there. I'm in the process of trying to get it at a couple of stores. That process is a little harder than I thought. I'm interested more in Sephora and Ultra Beauty. So those are smaller venues versus, Dillard's and Macy's and those kind of stores. I want to start at a smaller venue and then go from
and work
there.
your way up from there.
Right. So that's what I've been working on.
And have you had any personal experiences around putting all that you have been working on that you want to share with the audience?
Personal as in
anything.
Well, I've had one unveiling. I went home and I had an event at home, and several people came, and then I was at another event. And I sold quite a few books and quite a few bottles of perfume at home. The event I had planned here in Dallas, the venue decided they went out of business.
Oh.
So I'm in the process now of trying to find another venue here. Actually, it was supposed to be this coming Saturday. And they sent me a text and said that they were closing the doors. So I'm looking again.
All right. So did you attend Black and Bling?
I sure did.
Tommy and Devin, how was
Yes,
that? How was that experience?
You know what? They give this every year, and I'm always there. And that's where I saw your Brian Forbes friend.
Brian, yeah.
Once you mentioned the hair, I was like, I saw him at the door.
I knew who you were talking about. I think he got it all cut off. I think he's bald now, like me.
Oh, really? I haven't seen him since Black and Bling.
I don't know. Poppy might have tied him up to a chair and said, Zzz.
I don't know. That's a lot of hair. But yeah, Tommy and Devin, I've known them like forever. And Tommy had his own club for a while.
Okay.
And then him and Devin, they partnered up, and they've been doing Black and Bling for a while. They also have venues where they teach stepping. Was Blitz, and another one was the Cherry Moon. I'm not sure whether they're both now or just one, but they're pretty known here in the Metroplex also.
Was that an opportunity for you to display your wares at their event as a vendor?
I didn't want to do that, but I did leave samples at the door.
Okay.
So people would, get a sample and a business card, and if they wanted to purchase later, they could. But I thought about it. Sometimes I want to go and have fun.
Yeah, you didn't want to work on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to Oh So Smooth Radio and Shorty Smooth's station here, we try to promote and help others that are in the business of getting their wares out and letting the public know, especially when it's attached to the stepping community. Like this is a perfect name. I mean, Step to This. That's pretty good. That's awesome. So
I kind of mirrored off the book.
Yes, yeah. So they go together.
Yeah, so the screenplay of the book, yeah.
Yes.
So I kept it going.
So as a gift, you could get for a lady, you can give them some fragrance and a copy of the book. You put the two together, package that up really nice.
Well, yeah, but I think I'm about out of books. I had so many, and then finally I'm down to maybe a few, but I don't really have the books like that. I'm more focused now on trying to get that screenplay to the movie theater. And like I said, that's a chore I've been working on for a while. Now I have time to really just focus just on that.
Okay, that's where your focus is definitely doing that.
Right, yeah. Right. So like the books have been out for a while, and then I wrote another one called Quiet as It's Kept.
What's that about?
Actually, it's about it's romance also, but it's based on a woman who's the father, let's see how I should put this. She grew up knowing who her father was, but the relatives didn't want anybody else to know who she was. So that's why it's called Quiet as It's Kept. And then she's an attorney, and she ends up meeting someone, and it's still a romance, and they end up, it's not any stepping in it. It was mentioned, but it's not really a part of
of this book
the
here.
novel itself. So it's kind of like a romance drama, and toward the end, well, I don't want to give up the end.
Yeah, don't give up the end. Yeah, don't.
You don't want to give up the end. But yeah, that's what it's kind of about. And she ends up writing this book called Quiet as It's Kept, has a book signing, and the relatives that don't know who she is or don't want to know who she is finds out about the book.
Okay.
And then the drama unfolds later on down the road.
Well, Toni, I'm so happy that you had some time to talk about this and let the Steppin community know, those that are looking into getting into Steppin, about your book and your fragrance, and let the audience know exactly how they can get a hold of both products.
Yes. As I said, steptothisfragrances.com. Have a website where I'm selling the perfume. And then, like I said, the books are at Amazon and Books A Million, and they're there. And those are all. Yeah,
that's good.
Those are the main places that you can get them both from. So
and outside of fragrances and you doing the screenplay and trying to get this movie started, what are some of the things you like to do during the winter months?
I am a member of the National Brotherhood of Skiers. Anyone interested, go out to nbs.org. I live in Dallas. We have a chapter here, a Rocky Mountain region chapter called the Texas Ski Rangers. But if you go out to nbs.org, it'll tell you every state in the U.S. that has a club there. And the next summit is going to be February 22nd through the 1st, and it's going to be at Keystone, Colorado. So anybody interested, go out on that website. It'll give you all the information. The NBS, they have a lot of sponsors, so it makes it to where our price are reduced. We get lift tickets and lodging at a reduced price.
Excellent.
So if you're interested in doing that, or if you're interested in joining our chapter, the Texas Ski Rangers, we have a meeting every first Saturday of the month. So if you're interested, just go out to texasskirangers.org.
Toni, well,
and get involved.
Yeah,
even children.
Yeah, that's good. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Toni Watkins a round of applause. Yeah, that's the studio audience. Yeah. Sir, will you please sit down, please? That's good. I'm glad everything worked out for you with the products and everything, and wish you all the best, Toni. You have a favorite Steppin song, by the way?
I have 3.
Okay, good.
It's The Sky.
Yeah.
This song. And Chicago Style.
Okay. Snap my fingers, and we're going to play Kiss the Sky. How's that? Avery Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Oh So Smooth Radio. Miss Toni Watkins. Thank you, Toni. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh So Smooth Radio. Yours truly, Mixmaster Rudy Dott and Miss Toni Watkins. Thank you. We'll see you again next time for your next project, Miss Toni.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.